What if everything you've ever known was a lie? One man uncovered the truth, and they erased him for it. But some truths refuse to stay buried. A scientist, a journalist, a rogue engineer, bound by truth, hunted by power. If we don't stop them now, they'll control the world forever.
You really think you can win?
They tried to control the truth. Now the truth will control them. Masters of Control, the thriller that will change everything. By M.L. Salazar, coming soon to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, website, and other platforms. Available now for pre-order at mastersofcontrol.com.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing this morning? It's been a while since I don't post any videos, download any videos, or upload any videos to YouTube. I've been really busy working on my first book. It's called Masters of Control. It's a conspiracy thriller. It's got a little bit of my personal experiences in there. If you love boxing, you love conspiracy theories, you like thrillers, this is an excellent book, a good read, an exciting book to read. Coming out on, hopefully on the first week of May, now available for pre-orders. Get your signed and dedicated copy on my website, mastersofcontrol.com. All right. So I've been really busy with that project, and but however, I continue watching all the different fights, great fights that have transpired in this past few weeks. And I'd like to mention today, one in particular is the great title unification from, or title fight from Oscar Collazo, El Pupilo, who continues to give exciting performances, showing and displaying his great ability of mastering all of the fundamentals of boxing. All right, you name it. He knows how to fight at the different zones. He knows how to fight inside, crafty southpaw, great foot movement, perfect balance, great body work. I mean, this kid is the whole package. Everybody's saying it. There's a lot of hype around Oscar Collazo. He's a 105-pounder, all right? So that's a minimum weight division right there. And unfortunately, that division has not had a lot of, how can you see, a lot of following. People tend to follow more the heavyweight division and the weight divisions that are, you know, welterweights, lightweights, where most of these talent is at in boxing. But this kid is special. This kid is special. I've been watching him for a while, and I was waiting to see him develop since he has he still has very few fights. I think it's 11 fights or something like that. Okay, it's not too many fights. He became the fighter with the Puertorican fighter to become a world champion in less fights, I believe. And this kid promises. He's 28 years old, very humble kid from Villalba, Puerto Rico, Jibarito, from the island. But again, great display of fighting, great display of mastering the fundamentals. This kid can go to the body. He's got power. I mean, so he's got it all. I see this kid defending his title multiple times, hopefully unifying that title and becoming undisputed, hopefully getting that opportunity to fight the other champions, and then maybe move up a weight class or two. I don't remember how tall he is. I guess he's close to 5 feet tall, 5'1", 5'2". I don't know exactly what his height is, but he's a short kid, but he's got all the tools. This guy has been taught the fundamentals the correct way. He's dedicated. I saw him in one of these shows that he's actually back yesterday, Monday, he fought on Saturday. Sunday, he flew back to Puerto Rico. And yesterday, he was already running and keeping training and maintaining that condition. And it's like I tell the guys at the gym, I said, listen, boxing is a full-time job, guys. You got to stay in shape the whole time. You never know when you're going to get an opportunity to compete, to fight. So it is a full-time job. It is a job that needs dedication, commitment. It's a very jealous sport. Like I told everybody before, I compare it to a very jealous woman. You have to be with her the whole time. You got to dedicate your time to being with her the whole time. If not, she's going to go with somebody else. All right? That jealous woman. So that's boxing. Boxing is just like that, just like a jealous woman. All right? So you have to spend time with her. You have to be, the time that you dedicate to the sport, it's fully commitment. It's full commitment, 100% dedication, 100% sacrifice, 100% hard work, focus on nothing else. So that's why I tell people, not everybody can become a fighter. Not everybody, the sport is not for everybody. It is good to learn all the fundamentals. If you want to do it as a hobby, that's great. But if you want to compete, it requires full dedication. It requires full commitment, and that is the hard part. That is very, very hard because boxing is a demanding sport. This kid looks like he's got the right attitude, he's got the right mentality, he's focused, and he's got the skills. All right, so we've been waiting in Puerto Rico for a long time to have a superstar again. All right, the hard part about it is that unfortunately the 105-pound is not a very how can I say, a division that is, flamboyant, that's got a lot of attraction. However, this kid, all he has to do is continue knocking his opponents out, giving performances like he's doing, and he's going to be a household name. And I tell you, as far as Puerto Rico goes and talent goes, I don't care what division you're talking about, this kid's got all the goods. All right, it's been a long, long time since we don't see somebody like Oscar Collazo come along. He's demonstrating what Puerto Rican boxing is all about. When you're taught the right way, he's been taught the right way. He's a former Olympian. He's got that charisma. I mean, this guy's got it all. He speaks English, so this could be the next great Puerto Rican star that a lot of us have been waiting for. Unfortunately, Suriel Matias just turned 33. He's still somebody that's exciting, but nobody wants to face him. And that's the problem here. Nobody wants to face Suriel Matias. He has a team that I called before, is a team that has helped him out to a certain point, but he needs to go with the big guys. Until he does that, and it looks like he's not going to do it, he's going to continue fighting in small cards and fighting nobodies and just guys that actually are not going to bring him all the money and the glory and all the success that I know he could have achieved, guys. I know he could have achieved if he would have signed with somebody else. But anyway, guys, this is what I have for today. It's a Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great Easter week. Dios me los bendiga. God bless you all. Until next time, this is Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy, reminding you to like, share, subscribe. Go to my website, mastersofcontrol.com. Order your dedicated copy today. Pre-order. It'll be out on May. You guys, if you love boxing, you're going to love this book. You're going to love this book. Believe me. All right? God bless you all, and peace. Hey guys, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Hold on and listen to a brief reading of my upcoming book, Masters of Control.
Present day. The past never leaves you. Jorge's home. Texas, 12:15 a.m. The house was silent. Sandy had curled up in her usual spot, snoring softly. The night was still, except for the faint hum of cicadas outside. But Jorge wasn't ready to sleep. Something inside him stirred. Restlessness. A fire he hadn't felt in years. The weight of the past was pressing on his chest. He ran a hand through his hair, exhaling slowly. Then, as if his body knew before his mind did, his feet carried him toward the basement door. He hesitated. It had been years since he had gone down there. Too many memories. Too much of who he used to be. But tonight, something was calling him back. He reached for the doorknob, turned it. The old wooden stairs creaked under his weight as he descended into the dimly lit basement. The old gym. A relic of the past. Jorge flipped the light switch. A single flickering bulb struggled to illuminate the room. Dust coated the concrete floor. Stacks of boxes, old equipment, and forgotten memories lined the walls. But Jorge's eyes locked onto one thing. There, behind the clutter, an old heavy bag hung from a rusty chain. Beaten, scarred, worn, but still standing, just like him. He took a slow step forward. The smell of leather, sweat, and time filled his nostrils. His fingers brushed against the bag, and a wave of nostalgia hit him like a punch to the gut. Then, he saw it. Pinned to the wall, just beside the bag, was an old, faded photograph. He reached for it, his calloused fingers brushing away the dust. And there it was. A younger version of himself, drenched in sweat, arms raised in victory. Coachmario, grinning wide, lifting him into the air after winning Brazil's national championship. The crowd behind them, roaring in celebration. Jorge's throat tightened. His chest ached with something he couldn't quite name. And then, he heard it. Flashback. Brazil, years ago. The gym was alive. The rhythmic pounding of gloves on heavy bags. The grunts of boxers pushing themselves beyond their limits. The sharp echoes of jump ropes slapping the ground. And above it all, one voice rang out. Garoto! Jorge could hear it like it was yesterday. Move your feet. Footwork sempre. The sound of a jump rope whipping the air. Again! Faster! Boxing isn't just about punching. It's about rhythm, timing, precision. Then, the sound of leather hitting leather. The heavy bag shaking from the impact of Jorge's fists. Isso! That's it, Garoto! But never forget! The voice grew softer, yet somehow more powerful. Never forget who you are, or where you came from. Back to the present. Jorge blinked, snapping back to reality. He was still standing in his basement. His hands trembled slightly. His heart pounded, not from fear, but from something deeper, something that had been dormant for too long. He turned back to the heavy bag, took a step forward, then another, his fists clenched. For a moment he hesitated. Then, he threw a punch. The bag swung violently, the sound of impact echoing through the basement. Then another punch, and another. Thud, thud, thud. His breathing grew heavy, his muscles burned, but he didn't stop. For the first time in years, Jorge wasn't lost in his failures. He wasn't thinking about what had been taken from him. He wasn't thinking about the men who had tried to break him. He was thinking about who he had been. The fighter, the warrior, the champion. And for the first time in decades, he wasn't just remembering Coachmario's words, he was living them. Never forget who you are, or where you came from. Jorge stopped, breathing hard, sweat dripping down his brow. He turned back to the photograph, placing a hand on it gently. I remember, Coach, he whispered. I remember. And with that, the training began again.